Hello my friends out there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth and I'm with Live Craft and Love. Today I'm coming to you with day 2 of our Christmas craft series, the 12 days of Christmas that I am doing along with my friend Rosa Kelly, Robin Pitts, Debbie, and Rosa from Rosa's Creative Way. I am so excited to bring you little quick cute little gift ideas for now. What I have for you in front of you, as you can see, is I have 5 little tags, and these tags I got from the 3x4 Santa Baby journaling note cards. I use these and I thought it was the cutest little thing to have as Christmas tags, like for gifts or maybe even in a journal. And you can mass produce all of these so that way you can have them ready to go to put on gifts or to use in a journal of some sort. So these are some of the ones that I made. I am going to go through the process of me making them right now with you, which is really simple and quick. Now, if you can see, this is the front of the card and the back of the card is always the same. It's a pink polka dot. So all I did is I trimmed the corners to give it that tag look. I punched a hole down here so that way I can go through with this beautiful, cute little shabby yarn. And in the back, I did stamp this to from the North Pole stamp that I got at Hobby Lobby, in case you wanted to address it for somebody. And I did attach some of the trim down here to give it a little bit more shabbiness. And I did the exact same thing to all 5 of these. So let me bring this closer. Here's a Santa that says Holly Jolly. Super cute. Here's a Christmas with the little deer. I love these deers. They're so adorable. Cheer. Little snacks. Cupcake with, it says Merry. And this one says Jolly. And all of them are stamped in the back for address for to and from. Now, you don't have to stamp them, especially if you're going to be using them in a journal. You don't have to, or if you even want to stamp them just because they're in the journal, that's completely up to you. So let's go ahead and get started on making these. Now, I already had taken out some of the cards from the pack, and all I simply am going to need is, of course, my scissors. I used my chomper. I used this .375 inch circle punch, and of course my yarn, which I'm going to keep to the side so it won't bundle up everywhere. Now, like I said, all I did is I cut the corners off, and let me go ahead and show you how I did it with this one. All I simply did is I just eyeballed it, cut it. And what you simply do is, if you don't have this, like I know that there's like tag punches and stuff, all you do is you get this and you flip it over, line it up to the other corner, and you're just going to follow that line and snip it. So now both edges are the exact same thing, and from there on out you have a template that you can follow. And all you do is simply cut the corners. So you line these up, use it as a template, and cut the corners off. Line it up. And I'm only going to do a few with you guys. You'll get the idea after I do 2 or 3. I'm not going to spend all day doing. Now, you can use, there's about, how many are there in here? There are 45 cards, so you technically can make 45 tags out of this entire little pack. If I'm not mistaken, that pack is not expensive whatsoever. It's like $3 or $4, not even. So if I think tags out there like at stores might cost about the same. Now, this is the only part I'm not going to like. I'm going to have to cut Santa's little fuzzball at the end of his thing, but it's not too bad. Okay, so once you have your tags cut up, the next thing that you're going to do is create the little holes that are here. Now, I'm going to use my chomper, and I'm going to be using the 3/16 inch side, the larger end, and I'm just going to simply line it up in the middle, again eyeballing it, and punch. I'm going to do that to all of my tags. Just like so, trying to get them in the middle. If they're not, it's okay. Don't want to get it too close to the deer. Oops. There you go. And this one. Okay, there we go. Now, I picked a random card. This one looked kind of, it was part of the pack. It looks kind of like an index card, not index card, like a library card. I really didn't like the design for a tag itself, but I do want the polka dot in the back. So this is how I created my little holes. I punch a hole using the crocodile, and then using the 3.375 inch punch, I try and center it as much as possible, and I punch. Now these are going to be like your reinforcers for your tag. I already punched all the way around it, so I'm just going to cut this off so I can go ahead and keep going. Like if you can see, I tried using the scallop punch, but that was way too big. Way too big. It would have covered everything in the tag. Okay, so then I'm going to keep going. Here's a punch, punch, punch. Oops. Leaving kind of enough space in the middle just so that way my circle punch can fit in between. Everything's being eyeballed, guys. I'm not measuring this whatsoever. And there is another enforcer. Because the yarn is fairly like thick, you don't have to worry about these reinforcers being very, very precise, like completely in the middle. Because from the looks of it, the yarn's just gonna cover it up anyway. I just do this just to reinforce the hole so the tag won't break, or tear actually, not break. So then pull that aside. I think that one's going to be too close. Let me just do this one. And last one. I might have to come back. I'm not sure. I didn't actually even count. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply add glue around this hole and attach my little reinforcer right there, making sure that the hole is completely visible still, and then do the same thing in the back. Like I said, the reinforcement doesn't have to be completely in the middle. It's probably going to get covered anyway, so we're going to go ahead and do that to all of our tags now. Got stuck to my finger. Go away. There we go. Now the back. There we go. Kind of let them dry while you're working on the next one. Now I said, like, I'm only going to do like 4 because I don't want to take too much time. You'll get the general idea after doing some of them. But you'll see how fast and easy this is. You can probably easily take down that entire pack and make tags, I would think, within 30, 45 minutes. Let's do Santa. And around, oh, you can tell that that circle's not right in the middle. It's okay. Okay, so then now it's time to stamp. So flip these over to the polka dot side. Get whatever stamp you wish if you're going to do a to and from. This is the only one that I have right now, so I'm going to stamp it right in the corner and push down. Stamp it right in the corner and push down. Oh no, what a big old boo-boo I made. Oh well. I am going to fix it somehow. Okay, there you go. You see, even we make huge mistakes. Okay, let me go ahead and get, I know I have a paper towel here somewhere. And let me clean that up before everything else gets dirty. I wonder, nah. I'll probably end up covering that up with some trim or something. We'll fix it. No big deal. Okay, so then now we have our 4 tags. Let's get everything else out of the way. Now while we let that dry, we're going to get out our yarn. And this is a fuzzy yarn. I got this at Hobby Lobby also. And I'm simply going to get 3 pretty much long lengths of yarn. I'd much rather extra than have less. And cut it, cut it, cut it. Now I have 3 individual strands. I'm going to fold that in half. And I'm going to insert as best as I can through this hole. And yes, it will fit, guys. See? And find the loop of all 3 strands and pull these. There's a loop. Pull these ends through the loop and pull. So you see how you can't really even tell that reinforcer is there. So then if it's too long, if the strands are too long in the tag, you just simply trim it and voila. We'll probably have to put some other little trim here to cover that up, but nah, don't worry about it. We'll fix it. Okay, so then again, we're going to repeat. Get 1, 2, 3 lengths of yarn. Cut it, and over here this loop. Cut it. So now you have 3 individual strands. Fold that in half. Make it nice and tight. I always go in from the back end. I don't know why. And then pull in through the hole. Make sure you get all 3 loops in. Pull through and voila. This one is kind of like on the plain side. I don't know, and this is one of the stickers from the sticker sheet, so I might just stick that on there. Who knows if I'll leave it there or not. It's just for right now. And again, we can trim this off. Now, if you wanted to make this an actual tag that gets looped around something, I mean, you can easily tie this around a gift and then knot it and it'll work. Or you can just simply use twine. I know I put twine on one of the tags, but I really didn't like the way it looked. It was too plain. This is such a shabby collection. I didn't think this was doing it justice. So I decided to use this trim instead. So there you go. And then let's do 2 more. So I have 1 strand, fold it, 2 strands, 3 strands, cut it, oops, cut the loop, fold that in half, and go through the back. Come on. There we go. And this is where the reinforcers come in handy, because if not, you'd probably end up tearing your paper. Pull this through nice and well. And that looks perfect. I don't want it that long, so I'm going to trim it just right here. And 1 more. 1, 2, 3 strands. Snip it there. Snip it there, and that there. 3 separate strands, fold in half, pull in from the back end like so. I'm in frame. I can't even look at my camera, so hopefully you guys got the gist of it. Pull through and trim the excess. And now on the other ones, I did put a little trim down here. So for that, I'm going to be using my Fabri-Tac glue. And all I'm simply going to do is put a small thin line across the bottom of the tag. Let me move this to the side. And I'm going to get my yarn. Simply just tap it on there and snip at the edge of the tag. And allow that to dry. That's it. So again here, my glue, get my yarn, tap it on there nice and roughly, get it all shabby. There we go. quick, easy, inexpensive. That's my way of doing things during Christmas when you have so many family members, but yet you want to give something that you made, you know, something from the heart. Now again, like I said, I'm probably going to end up using these tags in a junk journal that I'm planning to make with the collection. So you might see these little puppies come back up again. But at least you know how we made them. And I'll refer back to the video if I have to. Now this one, this little darling doesn't want to stick. So I'm going to put some glue on it. Put it right here in the corner. So you can embellish these tags whichever way you want. But for the most part, their designs are just adorable. I wouldn't want to put anything on this. So there you have it, guys. Here's the tag. There's a to and from stamp, the nice fluffy little trim, and here's a little border trim just to give it that extra shabby look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to visit the other ladies' day 2 videos. Please, please, please make sure you like, comment, and be subscribed to all 5 of us, I believe. This way you have a chance to win any giveaways that might be going out. Hopefully you are enjoying and getting inspired with these Christmas little craft ideas that we're getting. I'm going to be doing this. I'm planning on making a junk journal, a mini album, a loaded mini album, you know, different things. I want to have a variety in this season, in this series, I'm sorry. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. It's really quick, really easy, very inexpensive. Stay tuned for tomorrow, day 3. Don't forget to live passionately, craft often, and love endlessly. We'll see you guys next time. Bye now. Big hugs.